Hi, it's Michaela. So, for my case study, I decided to delve further into case number 9, the international Me Too movement. And to start off with some background, Tarana Burke, who is a civil rights activist and a sexual assault survivor, coined the term Me Too in 2006 to remind other women that they are not alone in their experience of sexual harassment and assault, and to show support for other women. This movement erupted over social media in 2017 when the hashtag #MeToo was created on Twitter. It has since spread to a multitude of social platforms, including Instagram, and it has even spread to over 80 countries and their personal social media platforms. So, when I was analyzing the Me Too movement, and the role the media played in it, the ethics that raise a concern are whether the media is using the movement to spread awareness of all sexual assault and harassment, or if the media is simply hopping on the bandwagon and using the movement to focus only on big named offenders that will boost the media outlet. The main question really being, is the Me Too movement being used to focus on the justice of it, or on getting justice for the victims, or if it is to increase profits as sex sells? One of the main principles that we see here is Mill's principle of utilitarianism, which is to do the greatest number of good for the greatest number of people. The media could justify these publications as helping survivors and potential victims to be warned, as well as to bring attention and light to companies or people who have allowed sexual assault and harassment to happen. People who the victims may not be able to call out personally. And so they use the media to do it. So the opposer would argue that this potentially could have negative outcomes for the company, the offender, their career, and even though they are correct and that would hurt those people, ultimately the greatest number of people are getting helped. So that is proving Mill's point. So another principle to be considered is Rawls' veil of ignorance, and this relates to the ethical dilemma at hand because ultimately the media shouldn't cause any more harm to the victims with their publishing. The goal of the media when it comes to the Me Too movement should ultimately be to share these victims' stories while protecting them from any more harm. My personal loyalties are to the victims because as a person in the media, if I was ever in a position to help a victim by sharing their story and that could help others before they became a victim, after they became a victim, I would leap at the opportunity to help because that's what you do. So it's important to hold the media accountable for keeping their news pertinent, timely, and relatable to the general public and not be used for their own selfish reasons. The loyalty of the media is to the public and to keep them informed and up to date with what's happening in the world. So as long as that's all happening, then ethically sharing stories from the Me Too movement should be a-okay. Thank you.